Combiz.
Hello friends, my name is Margesh Rai and today in this video I am going to talk about EPR license. But before that, it's important to know what e-waste is. E-waste refers to electronic devices and products that are not working properly or at the downside of their usefulness. Discarded electronic appliances such as televisions, mobile phones and computers belong to the family of e-waste. Now let's have a look at the facts related to e-waste. 3 million tons of e-waste is generated by India on an annual basis. India holds the third position among the e-waste producing nations after China and United States. E-waste account for 70% of toxic waste. What is EPR license? The term EPR stands for Extended Producer Responsibility. EPR certificate or EPR license is also known as e-waste management license. Friends, it's a mandatory authorization for producers from electronic sectors. Electronic waste management is all about disposing of electronic waste in a way that doesn't cause any harm to the environment or leaves no negative impact on the environment. In order to get EPR license to manufacture or import electronics, you need to exhibit that you are capable of handling electronic waste. EPR registration certificate or the EPR license is issued by Central Pollution Control Board (CPCB). Taking EPR license means embracing the responsibility of dealing with the e-wastes. Friends, if you are going for EPR registration, it clearly indicates that along with providing the product, you are also thinking about the environment. For technological waste management certificate or authorization, the electronic wastes must be recycled, which encompasses the following: battery, personal computers, mainframe, washing machine, laptop, mini computers, chargers. Now let's come to what are the benefits of Extended Producer's Responsibility registration. Friends, EPR registration permits you to manufacture electronics as well as import electronic wastes. Besides this, there are numerous other benefits as well that I am going to tell you. EPR license sets the standards related to manufacturing, much like BIS certificate. Therefore, both are equally valuable in the current scenario. It throws light on the guidelines pertaining to ways in which wastes should be treated. If plastic is one of the main raw material in your product, then taking EPR license is important in that case. Extended Producer's Responsibility registration for plastic waste can keep the plastic pollution under control. Another significant benefit associated with EPR registration is that you can become an inspirational source with EPR. Friends, you might have heard about Dell EPR certificate. In the same way, you can also make your mark. Granted by Central Pollution Control Board, EPR registration eventually leads to EPR waste management. For whom EPR registration is necessary? EPR registration is necessary for a manufacturer who is responsible for manufacturing the electronic appliances, dealer, retailer or e-retailer who sells the manufacturing appliances if in case the manufacturer of the appliances has not taken the concerned license. This registration is also essential for the importer of the products. How to acquire EPR license in India? Firstly, you need to know about the requirement of the EPR pollution certificate by reading the EPR license format. After that, you need to prepare as well as assemble the entire documentation. Then you need to file the EPR certificate online application attached with the documents needed and submit that to the office of Central Pollution Control Board along with the cost of EPR certificate. After that, you need to wait for the Central Board to examine the EPR registration online application. If in case any issues are raised, the rectification of discrepancies will take place. Obtain the e-waste management authorization letter or EPR certificate. It happens when you have properly filed the EPR pollution certificate without any error and have paid the required registration fees. Now let's come to EPR authorization process for manufacturer. There are some minute changes in the EPR authorization process for the manufacturer. Let's have a look at those changes. The manufacturer must make an application in Form 1A to the Pollution Control Committee or the State Pollution Control Board for grant of authorization. Grant is extended within the time limit of 90 days and authorization in Form 1BB to the applicant in order to carry out safe operations and functions in the authorized place only, which will be valid for a time frame of 5 years. In Form 2, such persons engrossed are needed to prepare as well as submit to the Pollution Control Committee or State Pollution Control Board. An annual return in Form 3 entailing the details defined shall be submitted either on or prior to the 30th day of June in the financial year to which that return relates. Now let's have a look at the documents required for EPR license in India. Address proof, copy of PAN card, legal documents of manufacturer exporter that includes IE code, incorporation certificate, certificate by local bodies or municipal corporation, Directorate of Industries, details of the recycler, etc. Once you get the EPR license, you would have to give special attention to plastic waste. The EPR plastic guidelines precisely define that plastic, unlike other means, can't get disposed of easily. For it, recycling is the unique and sole option. From the date of application, EPR license or EPR certificate takes around 4 to 5 months. The validity period of EPR license is 5 years and it can be renewed consequently. There will be a requirement for fees and some documents at the time of renewal. At Corbridge, we are here to assist you with filing the application, conducting a strong follow-up and ensuring that you will get your EPR license on time. For all the electronic manufacturers or importers out there, get an EPR certificate and showcase your responsible side towards protecting the environment. Thank you.